This channel is part of the History Hit network. Stick around to find out more.
Ten famous faces have been on an epic journey.
It's 2015, but not for long.
They've travelled into the past
This is an historical circus.
with no idea when or where they were headed.
Wow.
Wake up in another place, in another era.
Oh my goodness!
Exciting.
They were told nothing in advance.
Do you know I've got absolutely no idea what we're doing?
I mean, I've never had a costume fitting, blindfolded.
So it was all a total surprise.
Oh, wow.
They left the 21st century behind and crash-landed into 5 different moments in British history.
God, look at this.
Okay, guess the year.
1796.
Welcome to 1913.
Oh, wow.
They've been stripped of their celebrity status,
Oh no, we're servants.
thrust into testing environments,
Where's the food?
It's coming!
All right, don't shout.
Pulling these things in, it is really hard work.
and thrown to the bottom of the pile.
Shut up and listen instead of arguing!
So far, they've survived everything history has thrown at them.
Oh, this is bad.
Calm down, Fern.
We'll sunk the boat.
This is killing me.
That's horrific.
Now they face one final crash and their toughest test yet.
What are we?
We're early.
Oh my goodness me.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
We've gone back.
Oh, man.
Wait, look at your hats!
What? Oh, wow, look at this. Hi, guys.
Hey.
The time crashers have no idea where,
Oh no, are we really in a kitchen again?
who,
What are we?
Are we Vikings? Are we Saxons?
Are we orcs?
or when they are.
It's either 1200 or 1500, I think.
It's certainly not 1500.
This is Iron Age, surely.
It's AD 43. The Roman army have just conquered southeast Britain and will sweep through the island, plundering precious metals and slaves. But for now, most of the country remains unconquered and Iron Age life continues. It's a tough, sometimes brutal way of life that requires strength and skills in order to survive. And that's where the time crashers come in.
What is that animal?
Oh, Jesus
Do you
God,
think?
what is that?
Are we gonna have to skin it? Because I can do that now.
Checking out their new home, Hollywood star Kirstie Alley and actors Charlie Condu and Keith Allen.
I don't know anything about this time period. Zip. Except somehow, either it's from a past life or it's something, I really have a clear view of these weird huts. And I don't know where I got that. I don't know. I'm excited. Let's do it.
Hi!
They're joined by news anchor Louise Minchin, socialite Meg Matthews, and comedian Chris Ramsey.
I've got quite fancy clothes, I think. Well, you all look quite dull.
Thanks very much, mate. It's nice to see you as well.
Gosh, it's such a relief not to have a corset on. Such a relief to be wearing something that's vaguely practical.
TV presenter Fern Britton, Olympian Greg Rutherford, weightlifter Zoe Smith, and footballer Jermaine Genus complete the group. The Time Crashers will stay on a site where our Iron Age ancestors once lived. They'll cook, eat and sleep in 2 roundhouses and have a store of limited supplies.
Welcome to AD 43. This is the Iron Age, and you are all members of a Celtic clan in ancient Britannia.
During their stay, I'll be watching their every move with archaeologist and social historian Dr. Cassie Newland. What would life have been like in Britain around this time?
Really
tough and gruelling by our standards. You need a special set of skills to survive, and they're skills we just don't have anymore. Preparing food, maintaining the roof over your head, or keeping a fire alight. And most children died in infancy, but if you made it to adulthood, you could expect to live for 40 or 45 years.
Your whole world revolves around your crops and animals and the changing seasons. Villages often trade with each other when they can't produce all they need. Aha. Salt is also traded, a prized commodity.
Tomorrow, you will host your very own Celtic festival. You have no taskmasters! Yay!
They may be celebrating, but no taskmasters means no expert help. Surviving in AD 43 will be entirely down to them.
History Hit is a streaming platform that is just for history fans, with fantastic documentaries covering fascinating figures and moments in history from all over the world. With documentaries uncovering the secrets of our earliest ancestors to the enduring mystery of Rome's lost Ninth Legion, History Hit has hundreds of documentaries with unrivaled access to the world's best historians. And it's not just documentaries either. We have a network of incredible history podcasts bringing you new episodes every day. Sign up now for a 14-day free trial, and Odyssey fans get 50% off their first 3 months. Just be sure to use the code Odyssey at checkout.
Your village is run by 2 clan leaders, a man and a woman. We must elect your own clan leaders.
We were going to have to do that.
Well, I'm going to give my vote to Keith.
I have to say, I think it would be a wasted vote.
Oh.
So I would make myself available to the leader if he needed any advice.
You could be like an elder.
Yes, an elder of the clan. And due to my infirmities, my knee and my back, I can't lead from the front, as it were, and I think there's a young man who probably could.
I would probably go with Greg.
Greg has excelled in every era they've visited. His resilience has been admired by fellow time crashers.
There's a reason that Greg is an Olympic gold medalist, and it's because he doesn't give up, ever.
And rewarded by their taskmasters.
I'm extremely impressed with what you did for us over the last 2 days.
Greg?
Greg. I'll call Greg. That's the majority there.
There we go.
Okay.
Greg.
Well done, well done. Congratulations. Right, women.
I'd say Meg, because you've got that real calm practicality about you, and I think actually with Greg, you two will work really well together.
Because I am the head dairymaid, so I've just got to keep going.
During the crashes, Meg has shown a steely determination.
You're not having lunch.
No, I know, and how pleased I am.
And has helped pull other time crashers through.
Slide. So we will keep going, won't we, Zoe? I'm going to lift her morale, I'm going to make her feel part of a team, and we're going to do it together today.
Who votes for Meg?
Yay!
Although the time crashers' ultimate task is to put on a celebration, there's only 3.5 hours left till nightfall, and Meg and Greg must start with basic Iron Age survival, which means food, light, heat, and shelter. And the only one of those they've got so far is shelter. Jermaine and Louise are in charge of fire lighting, and that means mastering the bow drill.
I got 3 pieces of wood here. Yeah, and we're going to make fire, I'm guessing.
We're going to make fire,
It's going to happen, it's going to have to happen, otherwise we don't eat and we're cold. Goes around this, like that. Right.
Jermaine must generate friction by spinning a stick until a glowing ember drops onto the kindling and ignites it. But it's easier said than done.
I thought when we first got here, we would be fine, we've learnt so much. But actually, you know, we are right back to basics. Move the bow back and forth in a sawing action to spin the wood.
I don't know if it's even spinning.
Is it?
I think the camp are going to be expecting some fire, some warmth.
Oh,
that was a killer.
There we go, now we got it, now we got it. Oh. Sorry.
Once the fire's lit, they'll need something to cook.
I can give you a foot up. Do you mind?
Yeah, you got it?
Yep.
Exploring the food store are Kirsty and Keith.
Ah, hang on. What's this?
Lard?
Yeah, that is fat. Lard.
I think those are oats.
Beans.
They're good.
Found an egg. So that's dinner.
So that's...
We're going to share that between the 10 of us.
Yep, that'll be fine.
Charlie and Fern are tasked with preparing the meat.
Food-wise, it's meat, it's protein again. It's a chicken, isn't it?
I could probably pluck it, but I'm not sure I could gut it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Outside, there's an even bigger beast to deal with.
The guts are out already, so that's kind of a relief.
Roast deer will form the centrepiece of tomorrow's feast. And its hide is a valuable trading commodity.
So what we need is some sharp knives, and then I think we just crack on and get it done. Right, knives. No, nothing.
OK. So they haven't invented knives now?
We didn't miss it, did we, by the deer?
Should we go and find Greg and Meg and
Yes.
see if they've got any ideas? Because
There's nothing,
I feel like we've looked everywhere.
Oh, leader!
Hello.
Have we had any luck with the knife yet?
No, not at all. We've
Have you checked every satchel, every pot?
Yep.
While exploring the outskirts of the camp, Chris has made a discovery.
Hello, mate.
Hello, good sir.
We've met a little fella making iron and stuff.
Right, OK.
Do you think he's got some knives?
He's definitely making knives and he can make knives. But he'll only seal a trade with the clan leader.
OK, let me go then.
In AD 43, iron workers were the travelling salesmen of their day, moving from village to village, where they set up temporary forges and offered up tools and weapons in exchange for goods.
How are you doing?
Greetings.
Greetings again. Brought the clan leader, Meg.
Hi.
It's an honour.
We're in desperate need of knives.
Knives? I can make knives.
OK, so what do you want from me?
Although trade was common in AD 43, money wasn't. So commodities like salt, grain and animal skins are the only currency available to the time crashers.
What I need, as you can tell...
Shoes?
I need new shoes.
OK, so if I get a sharp knife, I can cut the deer skin, and then you can have a deer hide.
Is it a good deer?
It's
It is a good deer.
OK.
See?
God, you're good.
Team leader.
She's good, isn't she?
Meg leaves Chris and Charlie to help make the knife.
Tell you what, put the hammer down, get the big one.
Oh, my God. You're joking.
To work the iron into a blade, it must be heated to about 800 degrees centigrade, using bellows and a small charcoal fire.
This might be the sort of, I don't want to say manliest, but do you know what I mean? Like, we're making a weapon.
You don't get more alpha male than
Definitely
that, really,
not.
do you?
Nah.
This is the hardest thing I've done in time crashing.
After an hour of back-breaking work, there's still no fire for Jermaine and Louise.
It's learning everything from scratch. Everything takes 3 million times longer than it has in any other period of history.
Mate, it's ridiculous. It's just like, you get the technique, you really go at it, it gets hot, but then you're not getting anything. No smoke from it, no kind of hope. And then your body just gives in. It's like, well, it's got to be a better way.
You know, the one thing that they haven't really got yet is that all they need to do is to go down to the forge, pick up an ember and bring it back.
Oh, let's hope they twig, because they're going to freeze.
Man! You gotta be joking!
It's AD 43. Tomorrow, the 10 time crashers will host an Iron Age celebration. But today they have more pressing problems. There's no fire and no food.
We've got smoke, a lot of it. Now, what do we do with this? What do we do with it now it's smoking?
I don't know.
Does anyone know?
What more do you need to do?
Clan leader Meg has made it back from the forge outside the village.
I've left Charlie and Chris to make the knife.
Perfect, right. I keep hearing banging. What's the banging down there?
The knife. Making the knife. It's hot.
How are they made?
Properly from
It's
scratch.
hot. Hang on, is there fire there?
Yeah.
Look, I don't want to break your hearts a little bit, but listen, there's another option. The blacksmith has embers.
Okay.
Oh!
We're going to go and see if we can get hold of some of those embers.
OK, guys. Hooray!
No, I'm done. That's it.
There it goes.
There we go, there we go.
Good.
Bloody
Well
well
done.
done, though, lads. Bloody well done.
So, mate, I feel like I've just ran the whole marathon and then fell over at the finishing line and not been able to cross it.
It's coming. Good girl.
Well done.
Good girl. We got it.
Hey! Amazing.
I honestly don't know if we'd have got it going. It just felt like it's a never-ending pit of failure.
There's just an hour and a half until nightfall. They finally have fire, but there's still no food.
I tell you what I will do. I might sit outside and
Have a breather.
pluck a chicken. I've never plucked a chicken, but I'll give it a whirl. I used to have chickens and I sort of can't bear to do this, but then you just think, shut up, this is supper.
You're not wrong.
Would I just take one by its feet and...
Yeah, start.
Anyone ever gutted a chicken?
No.
No, I don't know.
OK.
None of us have ever gutted a chicken before. I'm not sure any of us are particularly keen to do it. And also we need to get it right, because if we don't get it right, then we'll poison ourselves and then we will not survive history.
At the forge, Chris and Charlie have helped the ironworker make a knife, complete with bone handle.
Our first knife.
Oh, I feel quite proud of that.
So,
Doesn't look very sharp. No, no.
that's going to be your next job.
The ironworker has been promised a deer skin as payment and he's expecting it before nightfall. In the Iron Age, it was essential to keep your promises. If you promised a deer hide to an iron worker from another tribe, you had to make sure you delivered. In a world where trade was everything, to break a commitment could lead to conflict and even death.
Hi, guys.
Hiya.
How's your knife?
Needs sharpening. I'm working on that now.
Right, basically, because you're lovely, Mr. Blacksmith, we need to give him his skin first before we do anything. The problem that we have is we have one knife between 10 of us. So we've got to wait to skin the deer, and then the knife will be handed to us, and then we will be able to do the chickens.
I doubt I'm going to be able to get it sharp enough to go in. When they did it in Tudor times, they said they had the sharpest knives on earth. Right, well, that's not going to go through anything.
No?
Nah.
We're going to have to keep sharpening then, I think, for a minute, mate. See you very shortly.
This, my friend, is going to take a while, so you just hang out. Brilliant.
So far, the time crashers have failed to skin the deer or prepare the chickens for supper. With daylight fading and the temperature falling fast, the clan is getting restless.
I just want to get some food made. That's my concern.
I am worried about it because I've not eaten yet and I'm still quite cold. There's still a lot of uncertainty.
I don't know if Greg and Meg have got it under control. I might ask for a re-election if it all goes tits up.
Hi, Keith. How you doing?
I've come to have a word. Should we go for a little walk?
The chicken is usable. The annoying thing is having the ability to cut it.
So at the minute, how many birds are there?
5.
Well, if you think about it, if you don't touch the gut, you've got 5 wings.
Yeah,
You've
10
got 5
wings.
legs. You've got
10 legs, yeah.
You've got 10 legs. That's fun.
It's just whether or not we can get them off without it all falling apart and ripping. We need a sharp, thin knife, and that's not going to... That thing, there's no chance.
The clan desperately needs another knife, But they only have one commodity left to trade with.
Salt is the key thing.
Yeah, for trade, definitely.
Yeah.
So
Why
whether or not
doesn't
we
why
try
doesn't
and-
somebody go down and offer the blacksmith salt for a knife?
Yeah.
Salt was a valuable commodity in AD 43, and not just because you could cook with it and preserve your meat with it. It was also a currency in its own right. In fact, our word salary comes from the Latin word salarium, which were the salt provisions that they used to pay the Roman army with. It's where we get the expression worth your salt from. It's down to Meg to do a new deal with the ironworker.
Hi.
Have you got my deer?
The knife won't cut through anything.
Have they not sharpened it?
They're trying to sharpen it, but they've been sharpening it since Chris got up there.
Right.
So I've got some salt, and then if I get a sharp knife off you, I can cut the deer skin, and then you can have your deer skin and salt.
The one I'm going to give you is my personal knife.
Okay.
And it is sharp.
Great.
Inside, Louise and Fern are trying to prepare chickens without a knife.
Greg told me that we're going to take off the wings and the legs tonight and get them in.
Really? Okay.
Well, try and improvise.
Okay, well...
No, so I'm preparing everything.
I think that might spoil the rest of the flesh for tomorrow, that's the problem.
Yeah, well...
And what we're cooking tonight is going to be half for tonight and half for lunch tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because otherwise we are going to have a problem and be very hungry.
With Meg's return from the forge, the clan finally have 2 knives.
I need a sharp one for the deer. I reckon you'll be able to cut chicken with that.
Right, if you give that to Louise to give it a go.
OK, shall I get on with it?
Yeah.
As night begins to fall, Chris and Charlie start skinning the deer.
There's just a particular technique to doing that. I can't really see the colours. I think that's where the white and brown hair meet, so I'm just going to go for it there.
OK.
I've done it once before in the Elizabethan period, and it took us a long time to do, but we had light.
You know, once the dark has come, it's slowed everything down tenfold, hasn't it?
It has, and especially in winter when the days are so short.
Yeah.
Because once the light's fallen, there's nothing you can do.
Unlike Charlie, Chris has never skinned a deer.
Oh, it's getting a bit rough and ready.
In his 21st century life, Chris is obsessed with being clean, something he struggled with during his travels through time.
God, this is a nightmare.
The thing that's going to tip us over the edge is cleanliness.
You see, the muck?
Whenever I go to the toilet to do a number 2, I need to have a shower afterwards. People think I'm weird when I tell them. This is all shite.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so fresh. I was amazed that he actually got in there and got down and dirty.
Oh, that noise. The noise as you're pulling something's skin from it is... oh.
See, what I was hoping was that we could just get all of this round the back and then just pull the whole thing down.
Yeah.
But it's so hard to see at night.
While the boys try to deal with the deer, the girls are struggling to chop up the chickens.
It's grim, it's grim. The whole thing's grim. There's nothing else we can do about it. And the other thing is that the knife is so blunt that it's very, very difficult to cut it, isn't it, Fern? It is. It's useless. This is useless. Yeah. 2 times sharpened. Have you got a knife sharp? Oh, my gosh, watch out, because you've opened the stomach, I think. Do you see what I mean? No, because I can't see. Oh, right, OK. There's something that's come out here.
Is it the crop?
It's got food in it.
That's the crop.
In the other roundhouse, Jermaine has the salt promised to the ironworker.
Here's our blacksmith, mate. He's coming in.
Is he?
Yeah, he's here now.
I've got some salt.
Right, where's my...
Here.
Where is it?
Right, it's going to be here in about 5 minutes. Would you like to sit down and have a drink while you're here?
Well, no, I have to go.
You have to go. OK, let me
Have to
get
go
them.
now.
All right, I'm getting the skin. You need the skin and the salt.
Skin, salt.
Chris?
Hello?
Charlie, the blacksmith's here and he's really angry.
Is he? We're going as quick as we can.
I'm going to see if I can skin this. If I can skin it, we can pull the joints apart. Oh, this is just... You see, it's when... I know you shouldn't blame your tools, I know that, but please, can someone just give us a better knife? OK, well, we're not having supper then. That's the end of that.
Oh, Fern.
No, I'm not, I'm just...
No,
No, it is important. If we're not all going to have food poisoning in the morning, we need to have a better knife than that, and we have to do food that is for supper tonight and for lunch tomorrow. And we're mucking up 5 perfectly decent chickens. I'm leaving the building because I'm going to get cross.
Fern really doesn't like the Iron Age kitchen. She's worried about health and safety and hygiene, and basically she doesn't want to give the other time crashers salmonella. She is a very unhappy person.
Fern! You all right, my lovely lady?
Yeah, I'm fine.
OK, so don't worry about the chicken bodies, the guts and everything inside. We're just going to try and take, if we can.
Listen, you can't.
No, you can't? No?
I've tried it.
Oh, OK.
I'm not an idiot.
Yeah.
I know how to joint a chicken.
Mm-hmm. It's Fern's opinion. If she doesn't want to touch a chicken, I'm totally there with her.
Do you want me to go for leg chop or just carry on with wing chop?
But in the chicken hut, everything seems to be fine in there. They're just getting on with it. Kirsty and Louise, they're cutting away. They seem to be in control of it.
We're not going to get food poisoning.
Well, it's
I guess we're
boiling.
not going to get food poisoning because we're going to cook all the germs out of them, aren't we? So is the knife sharp enough, Kirsty? No, not
Hell no, but I can rip. I'm ripping. I ripped the breast off.
2 legs.
Going in the pot.
We've got 2 legs in the pot, Kirsty.
I might do a bunk. Yeah, I've had enough. I'm just going to walk away.
It's been 6 hours since the clan last ate, and Fern is reaching the end of her tether. Chris and Charlie are finally close to skinning the deer.
I think we can just pull that down. You ready? Go. 1, 2, 3. There you go.
Get in, mate.
Oh, hello.
What?
Blood.
Oh, blood. Nice. I was squeamish at first, now I'm basically climbing inside the Just get desensitised, don't you?
Hey, mate, I'm proud of you as well doing this.
Thanks, mate.
Really am.
Right, let's get off you.
Come in, it's coming. Come in.
Go on, Craig.
It's coming, mate.
Yes!
Oh!
Good work, guys.
Well done.
Yes.
Great work.
We did it, mate. We did it in the dark. We need to be very proud of ourselves.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Right. Mr. Blacksmith, we have for you here
The whole
the
skin.
entire skin. We hope it's to your liking.
It'll do. Well, I've got my salt and I've got the skin.
Brilliant.
Fantastic. We do appreciate that. Thank you. All the best, Mr. Blacksmith.
After a tough day, the time crashers seem to be getting the hang of Iron Age survival.
Sort of smells good. I don't know how.
The chicken stew is being cooked, so the clan will eat tonight.
Last bits of chicken.
But Meg is worried.
I've lost Fern. Has anyone seen Fern? She was by the fire and now she's gone.
Gone?
I think she's gone.
No.
But I
She
do.
would not go. She's no way.
Fern!
It's AD 43. Tomorrow, the time crashers will end their historic travels with an Iron Age celebration. But their first day has proved a challenge, and they've just realised that Fern is missing.
Zoe, when she left you at the fire, what did she say?
She did say, I think we can do a bunk.
She's run, she's out.
I think so.
What's going on?
I think Fern's left.
She's left?
I think she's left.
Nobody's seen her. Well, when was the last time you saw her?
She just walked off into the night.
Throughout history, Fern has been tenacious
Oh my goodness!
and incredibly hard-working.
We can do this between us, you know that?
She's skinned a boar's head
Man alive!
and even milked goats.
That went in my ear, actually.
But the Iron Age has defeated her.
Because we were living in the real period, there was no soap, there was no hot water. But all those things I could handle until it came to feeding someone the raw meat. I can't risk poisoning our gold medalist long jumper and a Hollywood star. I can't. I surprised myself and I walked away. And yet, I really regret not finishing it, and I really regret not being there to the end. I've been beaten by the Iron Age, beaten by it.
With Fern gone, now 9 remain.
It is a shame she's not here.
Everyone's got the breaking point, man. It's really hard.
Yeah.
And it can be the smallest thing that can just make you go, you know what? This is mental.
After 7 hours of hard work, the time crashers finally have heat, light and food.
Nice bit of chicken breast there. There you go. Breast or leg?
That's very, very edible.
Is it?
Very, very edible.
Awesome!
That's a great review.
Nice?
Oh, this chicken is just wow.
Are we going to decide where everyone sleeps?
Girls in here, boys in there.
Yeah.
Sleep well, ladies.
Yes, good night, my love.
Night-night.
Good night.
See you bright and early.
The time crashers bed down in separate roundhouses on basic mattresses filled with straw.
It's massively uncomfortable to sleep on. I mean, it's a horrendous sleeping situation, but 43 a day, isn't it?
While the men try to get a good night's sleep, the women take responsibility for keeping the fire going.
I think I slept like 20 minutes. So it was important to keep this going so we didn't have the game of lighting fire again like we did yesterday, wasting time.
The weather is absolutely rubbish. It's really windy, it's raining. The only thing for breakfast is gruel. I think it's going to be hard to keep the morale up today just because of the weather.
Was it just me, or at any other times was anyone else in genuine physical pain lying on these beds?
Yeah, me.
I went to roll over at one point, I thought my chest was going to fall out.
Well, we've got porridge for breakfast.
I'm hoping that the ladies in the other tent have been awake for hours and have prepared something really nice.
Yeah.
Maybe someone's invented tea.
Can you get a move on, guys, just so we can get breakfast going and then I can tell you what you're doing?
For the time crashers, a typical Iron Age breakfast of gruel, wheat boiled in water.
I don't think I've ever had a breakfast that required so much chewing.
Nothing wrong with that at all.
Today, the clan must prepare an Iron Age feast. It's their final task before returning to 2015.
I can't wait to get into 2015. I think that's all what everyone keeps thinking. No one's gone, I'm not doing it, because they know that if we get all the jobs done, we're crashing out.
But there's a lot to do. They must roast a deer, bake bread, gather herbs, and there's a sacrificial wicker man to build.
Charlie's had
Perfect.
experience with the deer before,
Oh,
so he's
dear.
going to help.
Perfect.
Venison will form the centrepiece of the celebration, but a fire large enough to cook it will take some serious construction.
Because the deer is quite long, it needs to be a long fire, so it needs to go from about here, from about this stone to that stone.
It's nowhere near high enough yet.
Do we want any more wood?
Yeah. It's so hard. You just have no idea how hard it is being here and trying to live like this.
Ow. I want to go home. I'm done. I'm so done.
Right, so I think we've definitely got to grind our own flour. Yeah. And then we're going to have to make the bread. That's the bread oven.
Keith's been tasked with making bread for the festival. No mean feat in an Iron Age kitchen.
Right, these are the mats that collect it.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, they just sink onto there.
With no rice, pasta or potatoes in AD 43, grain was an essential part of the Iron Age diet. Making bread was a daily task which began with milling flour.
Okay. This is so exciting. Not too much. That's plenty. Got it?
Okay,
Let's
so
just lift it up and see how far we...
It's not doing anything. Maybe you have to do it faster.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, and that's grinding.
It's grinding. You've got flour at the edge.
That's very coarse. I mean, I can re-grind this.
If you did that a couple of times, I think you'd have it. Oh, this job might take us, I don't know, 17 days.
That's all right, that, isn't it?
Oh, it looks good to me, mate.
At the end of the festival, the clan will set light to a 10-foot-tall wicker man.
Do you reckon it's mad that they had to do everything from scratch, yet the waste of time doing this?
Yeah, but this is the sacrifice. This was kind of their... Well, you know how, like, in 2015, you have people that obviously kind of have a faith and to believe there is something out there kind of looking after them.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that's what this is. It's actually, like, I reckon it's one of the most important things.
Roman accounts claimed that these wicker men contained human sacrifices, that people were burnt alive as offerings to the gods. Are we actually sure they practiced human sacrifice?
No, but we do have good archaeological evidence from bodies found in peat bogs of ritual murder. Lindau man in Cheshire, for example, had had his head smashed in, been garroted and had his throat cut before they pushed him in the bog.
In the roundhouse, Keith's making progress with his bread.
And this is precious now. Oh yeah, that is a loaf. I'm just going to second grind this, get this loaf going. I can bake the loaf fairly soon. I'm just experimenting here to see if this will become a mini loaf, as it were. Just to see if it comes up to the mark, you know.
Outside, preparing the fire is proving an equally slow process.
I don't know. Do you want it leveled?
It needs to go a little bit further that way, I think.
There we go. Thanks, miss. If you're happy to still build up the fire...
Well, I think the fire's probably all right, because we built it up quite high, but I think we should probably get the deer on.
OK.
So that's why I'm getting worried, because once we've got it on the spit, presumably it's 7 hours of turning.
Yeah. I think the only thing that could be a slight concern is how long we're going to have to roast the venison.
Right.
OK.
Chris, Jermaine and Charlie are finally ready to cook the deer.
Oh, man, that's grim. I am a bit squeamish with stuff, and then I can be a bit weird with cleanliness.
Top or bottom?
Bottom.
But I have changed. I've got blood on my hands. Christopher OCD Ramsey has blood on his hands and he's not that bothered. I think I'm becoming a man.
It's AD 43 and the Time Crashers are putting the finishing touches to their Iron Age festival and feast.
Well, we're trying to make it so we've got everybody doing a bit of everything if possible. Me and Meg are going to try and take up the slack of the little jobs that need to be done.
The Celts celebrated the changing of the seasons, and some of their traditions we'd recognise today. For instance, in the spring, they had Beltane, which was a bit like our May Day, and in the autumn, they had Samhain, which went on to become our Halloween.
Come on in.
Now, where are we going?
We're just going down here.
Kirsty and Louise are foraging for a vegetarian option for the festival feast.
We're trying to get lots and lots of herbs and things to make a salad and things to cook.
Well, we're going to have, like, it's going to be a side salad, isn't it?
Like a Nouvelle salad in a French restaurant. Primrose, sorrel.
Dandelion leaves.
I only like dandelion leaves cooked, but you need a lot. They do go down like spinach.
It's exciting, isn't it? Go and forage a little bit.
Mm-hmm. This is what we call sheep sour.
Oh my gosh! It's really zingy.
Yeah. Okay, the ones I had in my hand, FYI, were poison.
Were they?
Yeah.
Okay. That was worth checking. We do not want to poison the clan.
Under Meg and Greg's leadership, the Time Crashers are pulling together like a true Iron Age clan.
What's that skin sound like?
Yeah, it should be all right, actually.
Nice drums.
What's nice is that we're able to take things at our own pace, and we are getting things done. We don't feel like we're servants. We don't feel like we've got somebody who keeps coming in and saying, you haven't done this quickly enough, you've only got another couple of hours. We can learn a lot from this time. Nothing's wasted here. Everything's used. And it seems like a much more peaceful way of life in a weird sort of way. People are a lot less stressed.
You can't help but feel like a proper clan. You know, there's only us that kind of can help ourselves. I've got a brilliant view here, actually. I can kind of see everyone doing what they're doing. So, you know, I think we've kind of really got hold of that whole spirit and that vibe because everyone's knuckling down and getting on with their jobs. He's got some big eyes, this guy. They're made out of this willow, but I'm quite happy with them. He's actually got sunglasses on.
Did you make it with honey?
Yeah. In the roundhouse, Keith checks out his handiwork.
Bloody hell, this smells like some form of bread.
Oh, it's like a pudding cake.
People pay about £20 a loaf for that.
How soon will that be done? Sure it's not done? Oh, I think it's done. It should be a little chewy, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it smells so delicious.
It's lovely, isn't it?
With the food almost ready, there's time for a spot of Iron Age face painting.
So we're doing
Just
face
a little-
painting, yeah?
Yeah.
Buzzing. This is exciting.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then you're nailing it, so, you know.
Yeah.
I love the design.
The Romans noted that the Celts painted their faces, didn't they? And we assume that that was war paint in order to frighten the enemy.
Yeah, and there's one idea that the word Britain actually comes from an ancient Greek word, pretanika, which means the painted people or people of the design, and that the Romans turned this into Latin as Britannia.
I like this. I like that you're just freestyling just to go with a bit of red. Makes you look more shamanistic.
Yeah.
You look like Batman.
That's the look I'm going for.
It's really good.
The 9 remaining time crashers are nearing the end of their journey through history.
All right, guys, then let's make a start the Wicker Man and then get everything ready and then we're ready to party.
Perfect.
1, 2, 3.
Kick it in, someone. No, the other way, the other way.
With the Wicker Man in place, the celebrations can begin.
Nice!
Good work.
Guys, well done. Time Crashers! Please come and meet us at the fire! Bring all your produce with you! Woohoo! Please, come take a seat. Whee!
Hello, look what Keith brought.
Bread, man.
Lovely. It's been an amazing effort from absolutely everybody. And amazing that we've actually got it done as well.
Yes.
That's been the weirdest thing. We had no taskmaster shouting at everybody.
That's why we got it done, because we didn't have someone screaming at it.
We have food, we have warmth. I've got a deer skull on my chest. So, please tuck into your produce.
It is really appropriate that they should be having a festival because the Iron Age people really thought festivals were very important, didn't they?
They certainly did. It's feasting, it's making the most of things.
Oh, that is amazing. That is so good. It's like a flapjack.
You've got the horn cup, the drinking vessel that's communal and passed around and everyone shares in the wine.
Lots of stories like they're doing now.
You're just so dirty all the time. You're just dirty. I don't even, where do these people take baths?
Stream.
A bath in the stream, but it's freezing.
In ancient times, the bravest member of the clan had the honour of taking the prime cut of meat.
It's up to all of us to decide who that person's going to be.
Disputes over who deserved it sometimes resulted in fights to the death. But the Time Crashers have taken a more 21st century approach.
I'd vote for Chris because he's had to overcome more than all the other people. I think he's confronting a lot of fears.
Totally agree with you, Keith.
Me too.
And by the end of it, you were just committing to everything 100% and throwing yourself in. So I'd agree. I'd go for Chris.
I'm going to totally agree, actually.
Oh, my God.
Just to go with the theme. But no, I totally get it. I've hated some of the tasks and I'm really impressed. And I wish I could be as brave as you.
Oh, mate.
I think we're all massively proud of you, mate.
Yeah.
Came in a boy, going out a man. Hey, like it.
You've overcome so much and become something special.
Oh, I'm so, honestly, I'm blown away.
If you would like to join us
Oh,
in.
man, that's amazing. Thank you so much.
Woo, go Chris!
Now you must take a piece of meat from the hindquarters.
Well done, Chris. Well deserved.
The Time Crashers will soon say goodbye to life in 43 AD, and the Celts would see their ancient way of life disappear too. The Romans would gradually occupy the entire island, and their 400-year rule would transform Britain forever. After travelling through 1,500 years of history, the Time Crashers' journey is almost over.
Unlike any other era, we could live like this.
Yes.
Yeah. Right here, right now. I loved everything about it. I didn't miss any of the technology. I literally just missed my family. Yeah, that is a loaf.
I absolutely loved my experience in Time Crashers. There is a great fulfillment when you've actually made your butter or made your cheese. And I'm a bit lazy, and I was quite surprised with myself that I actually got to finish it.
This whole thing's definitely taught me a lot about history. I think the main thing it's taught us is that it was just hard. Weirdly, I sort of just think, thank all of those people, especially my ancestors and through my family and through everyone's families, thank all of them for knuckling down and getting on with it, or we wouldn't be sitting here now.
The one I was most proud of myself of was skinning the deer.
Oh!
I'm gonna be a proper man from here on in.
It's not weird at all, this, is it?
It was an incredibly surreal, intense experience. I learnt a lot about history and quite shaken by it in some ways.
It sort of taught me that the world will keep turning if I'm not on Twitter for 5 minutes.
I feel quite proud of that.
I absolutely loved it. One of the biggest things I wanted to get out of it was to learn a lot more about British history. You know, my little girl comes home from school now and brings back her homework, and I'd be able to help her out a lot more than I could before.
We got to actually experience the day in the life of. That's like the best history lesson I could ever dream of.
Would I do it again? No. Am I glad I did it? Yes.
Last thing to do, Wicker Man.
Oh, I've been looking forward to this all day.
Burn him.
Whoa.
Like fireworks.
Oh, JJ.
That's my boy, man.
Now, it's goodbye to the Iron Age and goodbye to our celebrities' incredible time-travelling journey. They've been through 6 very different eras, and I know they're going to be really pleased to get home. So now, it's back to the future.
Hey!